Good evening, Walker Stadium. We are here on this night, July 31st, for the second game of a three-game series between the Portland Pickles and the visiting Bend Elks. The game is a little bit late to start as we are getting the field ready, but we will be first pitch around 7:30.
Fans, welcome to Season 6, Episode 32 of Portland Pickles Baseball.
As you can see, the crowd's already filling in.
Tonight's matchup between the Bend Elks and your Portland Pickles.
Ben Creighton will be with us shortly, but until now, I will be filling the time.
And they're handing out to the first 150 people, and I trust that is...
Tonight's promotion in the Walker Stadium is Keep Portland Weird. So that consists of the center CBD water, handing out free koozies for the first 100 people in attendance.
Brad Shark, Kiki the Goober White Goose, Hawk, and Dixis the Unicorn. Fans, also direct your attention to the center banner of the outfield. If the ball gets hit right in the center of that circle, then two lucky fans get
Thankfully, it looks like today we will be a little bit cooler than last night, although forecast said it would be a little bit warmer today. It's certainly not as muggy as last night, as that was a tough one to be at the stadium.
Fans, please take the opportunity to try all of our Walker Stadium concession stand offerings, including fan favorites like a pickle on a stick and the Wiggles Killer Burger in the main food tent, which features Dave's Killer Bread. Also, try some delicious pizza from the Atlas Pizza Stand and all the essential baseball snacks at the Wiggles Party Duck Bar. Thursday, head on over to Center Field to check out Dylan's Hideaway, presented by Ray Tabaka. For liquor, cocktail, wine, and beer options, you know what we got. So get hungry, get thirsty, get pickled. Want to skip the lines? Use the Porter app for touch-free ordering. Or you can scan the QR codes around the stadium and pick your select food and beverage options in the main food tent. Or you can type PortlandPicklesBaseball.com/order on your mobile phone.
And like I said, if you're just joining us, we will be underway shortly as Coach Jensen and Coach Barkus are working their best to get the field in shape. There was a game prior to this one, and it left the field in shambles, just put it that way. So we've got lots of field maintenance going right now. Looks like possibly Nate Leibold dragging the field out the infield. And there is Barkus doing the batter's box. Crowd tonight looks like it'll be a solid maybe 2,000. The berms are already almost filled entirely. And the bleachers themselves, look at that. Nearing capacity. You know, it's really nice to get post-COVID, you know, masks off, seats filled. Although the masks off rule may be changing shortly. Hopefully not, as I am a college student and I want to go back to school.
Head over to the Pickles merchandise tent located just inside the front gate. Grab all your Pickles gear featuring a wide variety of hats, including the same hats.
The skyline above the trees. Last night was an absolutely gorgeous sunset. So we're hoping for another one tonight.
Prices and styles vary. Grab yours today. And while you're over there, don't forget to check out the merch of the day. Tonight we're featuring the artist series for the series by Kate Juliana.
And Coach Maggs here talking with BG and some looks like some friends. Maggs recently returning from suspension. And Coach Sammy Silva in the background, former intern, promoted to the coaching staff. We're proud of you, Sammy.
Check out our brand new safety station presented by Adventist next to the merchandise tent. There you can receive free sunscreen, hand sanitizer, masks, and more. Adventist Hospital partners for 6 years. Always there when you need it.
And a nice little stretching circle out in center with Ariana Jablonski and Arnson joining. Let's see if you go right to left. It looks like Sam Haney. He's blocking somebody. That's Connor Hendricks. Matt Jew, Jacob Mabin, Kyle Denetti standing up.
Go and talk to Jack over at the Birchton.
Ariana showing off his running man challenge. Love to see that. You know, summer ball is all about having fun. Ariano absolutely personifies having fun. He was a great teammate, great guy to have in the dugout, in the bullpen, in the dugout, pardon. And it looks like he's done.
You can win a dugout suite at a Wild Wild West League game, a pack of Pickles trading cards. What else, Liam? Free bread from Dave's Killer Bread. The prizes are too many to name right now. Get your tennis balls right now from Jack at the Birchton. The best deal in town.
Infield work looks like it's almost done. Batter's box looks like it is almost entirely done. Jensen painting home plate now. See it become pearly white.
Hideaway bar out in center field. The line is surely shorter than the one you're standing in.
Not the greatest paint job, but it'll get the job done. Former coach John Jensen? John Jensen, yes. Former player John Jensen. Turn coach. And once again, folks, we are shooting likely for a 7:30 first pitch. As Coach Barkus is watering the infield, making it look great. Bend is still warming up. Stretching circles out there in center for the Pickles.
It's all good. Launch those balls. Launch those balls.
If you haven't been out to Walker Stadium recently, we have launched a new in-game promotion, as you may, a Launch Those Balls. Contestants will line up on the right field fence with tennis balls, and there will be about 5 hula hoops. And the goal of the game is to get your tennis ball into those hula hoops. They go all the way out to the infield, so it's a long throw. But the best prize is a first pitch at a Pickles game or a dugout box at a Wild Wild West League game. And like I mentioned before, it is Keep Portland Weird Night. It sounds like we've got a unicorn on the field. With a nice little Portland Pickles scarf around his neck. Pardon for that focus. There we go. Where else would you see a unicorn walking around the field other than Portland? Is it a real horn? That may be a real horn.
Folks, you're being pretty lackadaisical. We got a unicorn on the field right now. Pitch is the unicorn! A unicorn!
The crowd is absolutely loving this. As you can see, the attention all given to the unicorn. See some aghast faces because, like me, I've never seen a unicorn. And I'm looking at one right now. How many viewers do we have?
Hey, Pigs fans, you interested in purchasing season tickets for the 2022 Pickles season? Of course you are. Be sure to add your name to the
Ben Creighton will be joining us momentarily. Just finishing some pregame work. And we'll get back to our regularly scheduled programming. But if you're just now joining, once again, we will be shooting for a 7:30 first pitch. Honestly, it looks like it may be pushed back to more 7:35, as we still have to announce the lineups, play the national anthem, and finish the field work. But we do know that we will be watching Pickles baseball at some point tonight. And including this game, there are only 5 games remaining. There are 2 games against the Bend Elks and the final 3-game homestand. So there's only 5 remaining home games at Walker Stadium. 2 more with Bend. And the final 3 of the year will be against the Bellingham Bells. Yes, the Bells will be making the trip down to Portland. This is quite the different atmosphere compared to a lot of the other stadiums. For example, I had the pleasure of going down to Corvallis to watch the Pickles Knights play. A very professional environment. They are in a D1 stadium after all. But here it's more of a, picnic, family environment. Have some fun. Let Jeremiah make some jokes at you. If you've never been out here, I'm telling you, you got to get out here to Portland. It is a crazy experience. Life-changing, I'd even say.
Very special happy birthday wish, Wade Sporey. Happy birthday to Wade. He's really old today. So old we weren't given a number. He's so old. Happy birthday to Wade. How about a nice hand Walker Stadium for Wade? Hey, Joe. Is that Jeremiah Coughlin? I'm going to ride that unicorn, dog. Where is it? I don't know, but it's going to happen. Find it. I'm going to ride that unicorn. No saddle. Bareback unicorn rides. We're keeping it weird, Mike.
We're going T-minus. What our broadcast says T-minus 2 minutes, 45 seconds. I'm going to give a better estimate of about 7.5 minutes until first pitch. I have to say about 7:35 maybe exactly.
So Jeremiah, I'm told Pickles is the unicorn and Kiki the Goober.
As Lupe, the GM's famous dog, gets in up in the press box.
Go say hello. Or if you want to ride them there.
On-field host Jeremiah down here.
Start the game? Is that what you want, sir? No. Now we're going to wait even longer.
Jeremiah replying to fans. Fans wanting to start the game?
Unicorns on the field.
Honestly, I agree. I would like to start the game as well.
Priorities are way out of whack.
But the field needs to be in tip-top shape in order for us to play. The worst fear of us would be to watch an infielder take a ball to the face on a bad hop.
The umpires aren't even out here. What do you want me to do? It's on them right now. They're just hanging out.
If you need any more reason to come to Walker Stadium, Lupe, the GM, Ross Campbell's dog, is literally the cutest animal you will ever see. She is a 9-month-old Bernese mountain dog, and if you come out to the stadium, odds are you will see Lupe right on the party deck. And Dylan the Pickle.
You say that, but then every time you say that, it ends up being a 3.5 to 4-hour game.
Dylan the Pickle greeting operations manager Henry, former intern as well, right there, Henry. Not sure if there's a mascot that has more fun than Dylan the Pickle.
Dewey! What a tease! But first, we need the umpires to come out because that's the order of things, Jeremiah. What's that? Tell me again? I wasn't listening. Say again? What I'm saying is, let them do the first pitch. Oh, it's coming right here. Liam James West. That's a great name. Let's hear it for Liam West.
As the Pickles are getting ready in a pregame hype circle.
Portland Pickles superfan.
Don't know who's the center of attention, but I'm willing to bet money on Ariano being a big part of that.
Oh! He's got heat!
First pitch thrown from a kid that won the pitching pen game. Good for him. And Alex Drew with catcher's glove on. And we got intern Taylor and Abigail.
Huh? This kid's making magic out here. What a first pitch by Liam Adam West. Liam James Wentz. Yes, of course.
Our field almost looks like it's ready to go. Now we are waiting on umpires. Once we have them out, we will begin announcing lineups, get the anthem going, and then we will be able to see what you guys are all waiting for, which is Portland Pickles baseball.
You're not the only one who said that this season. I brought that up too.
It's now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First to the visiting Bend Elks. Leading off, center fielder from Seattle U, number 3, Gavin Rourke. Batting second, the third baseman from Seattle U, number 7, Julian Kadoma. Batting third, left fielder from the University of South Carolina Upstate, number 11, Chase Matheny. Batting fourth, the right fielder from Wazoo, number 9, Colin Montez.
Lineups are being announced right now, and umpires are out on the field, so we are almost ready to go.
Batting seventh, the first baseman from Grand Canyon University, number 14, Daniel Garcia. Batting eighth, the catcher.
Huge thank you to Coach Barkus for getting the field ready.
Shortstop from the University of Nevada, Reno, number 4, Peter Mendoza. Pitching.
And it looks like in prime playing condition.
Coaching for the Elks, assistant coaches Joey Wong and Tyler Graham, pitching coach Xander Klaus, managed by Kyle Nova. Hey Joe. Thanks for doing that. That was great. I mean, wait, there's no reason to keep going. I understand. Thank you.
Anybody have an over-under for the number of high fives that Dylan received in a single night?
What you just did, that's embarrassing.
Over-under for high fives Dylan gets? 300? 300, I feel that's a fair line. I'm going to take the over on that.
Papa Prince Simpson stays on the roof, man. Look at her. Look at him.
As home plate meeting is commenced, and the exchanging of lineups is about to happen.
Every single night.
I feel like Moonlight Graham. It's not supposed to come out this far. I'll turn into an old doctor man. Oh, thank you. We're keeping it weird.
And the game ball has been rolled out. Anthem coming up shortly. The umpires for tonight are
There are 3 other people here who have been here longer than I have. They don't listen to you.
umpires.
Mike Carr.
Mike Carr behind the plate and Tony Crater on the field. Same umpires as last night, just rotating positions as they do every series.
How's now? I'm telling Cat Williams' story. I once hung out in a hotel room with him. There's only 2 people on this planet that are under 5 foot that I'm afraid of. One of them's my wife. The other one is Cat Williams. Fair. He's a scary, scary tiny man.
See if the camera can pick this up, but we have a nice little sunset brewing over there. And light is, there we go. You can see that.
We got the green light?
Looks like it may be a great one tonight, just based off the sunset.
Looks good to me.
And we are still waiting on something. Could not tell you what that is.
Anyway, tell me about Cat Williams. They called me
All right, one final time. If you are just joining, the game has been delayed due to field conditions. And we are just waiting for the anthem to be played.
Liam! 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 Joe! He's like, made all these fine sky promises and then Joe, he was like, hey, go out and just tell the longest story you can think of. So I did. I told a story about when I got engaged to my wife at a Stevie Wonder concert. And then I was waiting for a specific song to tell her. I asked my wife if she wanted to marry me, my now wife.
Was it superstitious?
No, it was, I believe when I fall in love with you, it'll be forever by Stevie Wonder, obviously. And then like 3 songs ahead.
At this point, Jeremiah, our on-field host, is now just time wasting.
And they put it on the Jumbotron. There's a whole big thing and stole all my thunder.
As am I, to be honest.
Oh, I still did it. And I asked him, yeah, I mean, I
It looks like everybody is ready.
got the ring into the Staples Center.
Mags is ready to go.
Gonna not do it.
I think Max is waving us off.
I'm gonna finish this story, gosh darn it. And I just figured.
And here we go.
I was gonna get engaged anyways. And if I ever meet Stevie Wonder, I'm just gonna tell him we're those other people.
Totally. Walker Stadium.
All right, and finally, the Portland Pickles lineups are being announced. Ben Creighton now joining me to take over for me.
Your second baseman from UW, number 46, Cam
All right, Colin, appreciate it.
Second, your center fielder from Chico State, number 4.
Appreciate you taking us through the pregame festivities here at Walker Stadium. Game 2 of this 3-game series between the Portland Pickles and the Bend Elks as we welcome you back here to Let's Park on a much more tolerable evening for baseball here in the Rose City. No more humidity, no more hot weather. It's about 80 degrees tonight at first pitch. No complaints whatsoever. As Colin talked about, a little bit of a delayed start tonight.
From UC Santa Barbara.
Again, this is the second game of the day being played here at Walker Stadium. Earlier, we had a Wild Wild West League game going on between the Portland Gherkins and the Portland Rosebuds. So obviously, they needed more time to get the field ready for Game 2 of this West Coast League series. As you see the Pickles getting introduced, let's introduce those Pickles. Here's the starting lineup for Portland, who comes in with an overall record of 21-16, 6-7, dropping 2 straight games. Cam Clayton will lead it off, playing at second base. Gabe Ariano getting the start tonight, playing in center field. Matt Jew hitting third, playing in left field. Ryan Gardino, the designated hitter tonight in the cleanup spot. Leo Mosby once again at third base, hitting fifth. Gabe Scoro out in right field, hitting sixth. Sam Haney getting the start tonight for the Pickles at first base. He'll be in the 7th spot. Jake Morrow catching behind the dish. He'll be hitting 8th. And Noah Guyette, the shortstop, will be hitting 9th. Scott Wright will be getting the start tonight on the hill for the Portland Pickles, as he will be making his 2nd start of the season. We'll take a quick break. We'll go to commercial and we'll be back with the first pitch here at Walker Stadium on the other side.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
general manager Ross Campbell hasn't been signed to a major record label yet. I don't know. Finally ready for baseball here at Walker Stadium between the Pickles and the Bend Elks. Of course, Bend took game 1 last night in a 7-2 win over Portland. Despite the Pickles getting out to an early 1-0 lead thanks to a solo home run from Matt Jew, it was the Bend Elks offense who once again produced. And when you talk about this Bend offense, they are absolutely ripping it in the box right now. They have scored 62 total runs over their last 6 games, which, by the way, are all W's. They are the hottest team in the West Coast League in the South Division right now. Here's the starting lineup tonight for Bend, who comes in with an overall record of 18-19, 8-5 in the second half of the season. Gavin Rourke will be leading it off, playing in center field. Julian Kadama, one of the top hitters in the West Coast League, 4th in the West Coast League, hitting .364. The third baseman will be hitting 2nd. Chase Matheny, 11th in the West Coast League, right now riding a 6-game hit streak, will be hitting 3rd. Carter Montes, the right fielder, hitting 4th. Aiden Welch, the second baseman, he went deep last night with a 2-run blast. He'll be hitting in the 5 spot. Greg Fuchs out of Oregon State, the designated hitter, will be hitting 6th. Daniel Garcia, the first baseman, will be hitting 7th. Barrett Thompson, he also went deep last night for the Elks. He'll be hitting 8th in the lineup. And Peter Mendozona, the shortstop, will be rounding out the lineup for the Bend Elks tonight. As you see Scott Wright, as we talked about a second ago, getting started on the bump tonight for the Pickles, making his second start of the summer, comes in with a 1-0 record, 18 strikeouts, comes in with a 2.93 ERA.
I'm more of an old Canada man, honestly, Bobby.
And Lupe's got like the best seat in the house so far. Our, I guess, what is it, quote unquote, unofficial bat dog? She still hasn't gotten a bat so far, so I guess that title's kind of a stretch. Even though supposedly she was in training during the offseason. Still yet to make her debut here at Walker Stadium. Gavin Rourke will lead it off here for the Bend Elks as we are ready to roll here in Game 2 between the Pickles and the Elks. And again, all of these games through the final couple weeks of the regular season are crucial for the Pickles trying to secure that second and final playoff spot as the first pitch is high. Again, if the Corvallis Knights, who again lead the division, also capture the second half division title, it goes down to overall winning percentage. And coming into Game 2 tonight, as Scott Wright delivers a strike 1-1, both the Pickles and the Ridgefield Raptors have the same winning percentage at .568. So the Pickles need as many wins as they can, and they got to take care of business here in front of their home crowd. 1-1 to Rourke. 1-2 now. But of course, the Bend Elks are also hoping to capture that second playoff spot. Right now tied for second in the South Division behind Corvallis. Upstairs 2-2. Rourke playing his college ball up at Seattle U. You'll see a lot of Red Hawks on this Bend Elks squad. Is the starting center fielder for Seattle U. 2-2 comebacker right back to right. Easy flip over to Sam Haney for the first out. Here's Julian Kadama. And here comes Rourke's teammate in Kadama. Not only down in Bend, but also up in Seattle. Kadama, .364 average. Right now, 4th in the league. As he fouls off the first offering. Kadama 1 for 2 last night in Game 1 with a pair of walks. 18 RBIs, 36 hits for Kodama this season. One from right and just misses outside. Outside, according to Mike Carr, who will now be calling balls and strikes tonight. Tony Prater out in the infield. As Kodama hammers the 2-1 down the line, and that's fair. That's going to get all the way to the corner. Kodama is going to take a turn around second, and he'll trot into second with a stand-up double. And now bring up Chase Matheny. And Matheny has also been swinging the lumber extremely well. We talked about it a minute ago, a 6-game hit streak coming into this game too. .314 average, 33 hits, 22 RBIs for Matheny. First offering from Scott Wright. That one popped up into center. Gabe Ariano's going to have to charge in, but it's going to be caught by Cam Clayton, who had to cover a lot of ground there. Made the tough grab. And you see why that Cam Clayton was the Three Rivers Player of the Year down at Lake Ridge High School. Terrific defensive player that we've seen this entire summer. From our vantage point, it looked like it was going to travel a lot deeper than what it appeared. But again, Cam Clayton making a good play over at second base. Here's Carter Montez. Montez 1 for 3 last night. As Haney's going to scoop it and flip it over to Scott Wright for the third and final out of the top of the first. The Pickles look for early run production like they got last night as we head to the bottom of the first here at Walker Stadium.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
Dylan Holiday will get the start on the mound tonight for the Bend Elks. Comes into this one with a 2.42 ERA, a 2-2 record, making his 6th start of the season. 27 strikeouts for the current right-hander out of Dixie State. And looking at the Elks defensively, as we already went through the lineup for the Portland Pickles before first pitch. Bear Thompson will be behind the plate. Daniel Garcia over at first, Aiden Welch at second. Peter Bendazona over at short, Julian Kodama at third base, Chase Matheny in left, Gavin Rourke in center, and then Colin Montez out in right field for Bend tonight.
Brought to you by the Briners, the official booster club of the Portland Pickles. Leading off for the Pickles is your second baseman from UW,
As Cam Clayton will get things going here for Portland. Saw that solid defensive play that he had back in the top half of the first. As he takes the first pitch high for a ball, 1-0. Clayton 0 for 3 last night in game 1. As that one burns the outer half. A .268 average for Clayton with 22 hits. 1-2 now to the future Washington Husky. Clayton pops up the 1-2 down the line, but that's going to drift foul into the, nope. Looked like for a second it's going to drift a little bit into the berm, but makes the catch out and right. Carter Montez.
Walking to the plate is your center fielder from Chico Party, number 4, Gabe Ariano.
One down for Gabe Ariano. .220 average for Ariano this season. Heater outside there from Holiday. Call the ball. .11 hits for Ariano. High chopper up the middle. Stopped at second by Aiden Welch over to first. That one in time. Well, we've seen a pair of beautiful defensive plays by second baseman so far in this one. First Cam Clayton and then Aiden Welch with a tough backhand stop right there to prevent that one from getting into center field.
Give it up for your left fielder from Santa Clara, number 30, Matt Jew.
2 down for Matt Jew. Got things going for the Pickles last night with a solo home run in the bottom of the first to make it 1-0 Portland. A .333 average for Matt Jew, right now 6th in the West Coast League in that category. .2-0 to Jew, and that one foul. Over to first. Garcia, race to the bag, gets on at first. Already to the second here at Walker Stadium, still Goose Eggs.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Beautiful sunsets have been common here at Walker Stadium throughout this entire week, and tonight is no different. Another perfect night for baseball here at Lentz Park. Still scoreless between Portland and Bend, as Aiden Welch will get things going here for the Elks in the top half of the second. A 2-run home run last night in the top of the 6th for Aiden Welch. Early on that one, 0-1. .250 average for Welch. For Welch, I should say. 7 hits, 1 home run. Of course, that 1 dinger coming last night. That one fouled away, 0-2. Scott right with the 0-2, and Welch holds up on it. Didn't go according to Tony Prater. That one above the letters, 2-2. You know, the energy's got to be high in that Bend dugout. Like we talked about before, 6 straight W's coming into this game 2, and the offense has just been clicking for this Elk squad. 3-2. Payoff from right to Welch. Brings him up. Strike 3 on the inner half. As Welch was trotting his way to first, thought he had a free pass, but gets rung up. One down for Greg Fuchs. Current Oregon State Beaver. And we talked about it a second ago. You'll see several Seattle U Redhawks on this Bend Elks squad. You're also going to see a lot of Oregon State Beavers as well. Fuchs took a big hack there. Of course, not really that surprising when you look at their head coach, obviously former Beaver Kyle Novak, and the acting head coach tonight, Joey Wong, while Novak is attending a wedding. 0-1, fouled off, 0-2. Fuchs, one of the many Bend Elks hitting above 300 this season, a .313 mark, 15 hits on the season. Oh, 2. That one to the left side and foul. The 0-2 once again to Fuchs. This time, a backwards K on the outer half.
Oh, wait. Walking to the plate is your pickle batter. Yeah! This is number 14, Daniel Garcia. If Daniel strikes out,
here's the first baseman, Daniel Garcia.
Pickles on the party. Walker Stadium, Chief Pickles.
272 average for Garcia.
Let's make some noise.
31 hits and 20 ribbies for Garcia. First pitch fouled off.
Get your singles out. I know you got them on you. Come on, Portland.
Garcia came in late in the ball game last night, 2 at-bats, 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. Oh, 1. That one misses inside. Fouled off the 1-1, 1-2 now.
One more. Here we go, Daniel. You can do it.
Just bring one of those up to the press box. One, two down. Inside, 2-2. Twos from right. That one foul. Twos on repeat. Goes down swinging as Scott Wright strikes out the side. Strong performance on the bump early on from the right-hander as we head to the bottom of the second. Still 0-0.
For the next half inning, bring them on up. Thank you, Daniel.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
Stopped because of COVID. As the largest provider of family planning and reproductive health care in Oregon and Southwest Washington.
Only one total hit so far early on between the Pickles and the Elks. As Portland will have two talented hitters coming up to the dish in just a second, with Ryan Gardino leading things off, followed by Leo Mosby in the on-deck circle.
CBD drink, they are tasty. Take a pick from a variety of natural citrus flavors that include organic cane sugar and all natural ingredients. Find your center at any of our concession stands.
It's chaos down here, Joe. People are Wiggles Pickles crazy.
Not at the plate because
And again, if you take away last night's performance, Ryan Gardino has just been on a tear this week. Highlighted by a 3-run home run earlier this week in the Pickles series against Port Angeles, as he hits the first pitch over to up the middle, and he beats it out for an infield single. Infield single for Ryan Gardino. Now bring up Leo Mosby. Not only the home run leader for the Pickles, but also the RBI leader for Portland. 5 home runs, 34 ribbies for Leo Mosby. Got that 34th last night. As Mosby is second in the West Coast League, hitting .374. Won that one inside. And the only hitter that Leo Mosby trails in the West Coast League in terms of batting average is Travis Bazzana down in Corvallis. I mean, he's just been on a tear, and that may be an understatement. He's hitting .448 this summer. If you're Oregon State head coach Mitch Canham and you see that stat line, you got to be giddy to get him in a Beavers uniform in 2022. 2-1 to Leo Mosby. And obviously with the summer that Leo Mosby is having as he lifts this one into right center, running over is Rourke, and he makes the catch. Almost tumbled on the warning track, able to maintain his footing, but Leo Mosby flies out for the first out. Gavin Rourke had to cover a lot of real estate to haul that one in.
Number 12,
Here's Gabe Scoro, the right fielder. Scoro hitting .192 this summer. 15 hits on the summer so far. That one gets away. Gardino easily gets to second. So the Pickles with their first runner in scoring position tonight here in the bottom of the second is Gabe Scoro with 4 RBIs on the summer, looking for number 5 to give the Pickles their first lead of the night. Swings a one up high, 0-1. The 1-1. That one downstairs. High chopper over to third. Hauled in by Kodama over to first in time for the second out. So now Gardino over to third, and the potential first run of the night for the Pickles 90 feet away. Here's Sam Haney, the first baseman.
from St. Peter's University, number 34, Sam Haney.
That one outside to Haney. Haney has yet to record an RBI so far this summer. Swings and misses, 1-1. Again, it's been a rough go so far for Haney, hitting 0-45 as that one is way outside. As Thompson had to track that one down. As Haney takes a hard cut there. Count full, 3-2. The payoff with 2 down to Haney. Just misses above the letters. So now 2 on for Jake Morrow.
Give it up for your catcher from Bend Community College, number 25, Jake Morrow.
Only the 4th game for Jake Morrow in a Pickles uniform. But has swung the bats so far, and his few at bats so far for the Pickles. In 10 ABs, 4 hits, hitting .400. Still looking for his first RBI. Is that one outside for a ball? Outside again. That one called a strike on the outside. 2-1 to Morrow. Brian Gardino looking to make it home and give the Pickles their first lead of the night. 2-1, 2 on. Twos with 2 on. Morrow stays alive. Twos on repeat, 2 on here in the second. That one gets away as Gardino is going to stay at third. So Haney up to second, now 2 Pickles in scoring position. Holiday trying to get out of this early jam. Two down, 2 on for Portland. The payoff. Morrow again continues to battle. Payoff on repeat with 2 on. This is outside. Bases loaded.
We are going to run out of Pickles at this rate. And your shortstop from Clark Community College, number 17. Make a lot of noise.
To the bottom of the Pickles order, here's Noah Guyette. Bases juiced here for the Pickles. Guyette hitting .200 this season. 1 RBI on the summer. The 0-1 from Holiday to Guyette.
Let's go Pickles! Let's go Pickles! Let's go Pickles!
Guyette just behind that one. One, two down, bases juiced here for Noah Guyette. And he fouls it off.
You flinched, Tyler. I saw you. Big flincher. Big flincher.
One, two on repeat with the paces juiced. Breaking ball, got him looking as Dylan Holiday gets out of a bases-loaded jam. The Pickles were threatening, but we go to the third, still with goose eggs on the scoreboard here at Walker Stadium.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles. Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch tent at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
He's lonely. Purchase tennis balls. 1 for $2, 3 for $5.
Pickles were able to load the bases in the bottom of the second, but nothing coming out of that. 3 stranded. Still 0-0 between Portland and Bend. Heading into the top of the third here at Walker Stadium as Barrett Thompson will be the leadoff man here for the Elks. And while Scott Wright finishes getting warm, we'll take a look at our first look at scores around the West Coast League tonight. Here on this Saturday night, right now the Corvallis Knights and the Bellingham Bells once again in another pitcher's duel like we saw in game 1 last night. The Knights have a 1-0 lead over Bellingham. That one in the bottom of the 7th. That one also continues to zip by like we saw last night. Also a pitcher's duel just up I-5 in Longview as the Cowlitz Black Bears trail Port Angeles 1-0 in the top of the 5th. And the Ridgefield Raptors and the Walla Walla Sweets are in the bottom of the 6th with Ridgefield leading at 2-1. So not a lot of offense so far tonight in the West Coast League. Here's Barrett Thompson, who will get things going here for Bend. Went deep last night with a 2-run blast for the Elks. First pitch from Wright is a strike. Thompson hitting .226 so far this season. 0-1 from Scott Wright. That one foul. Straight back. Once again, can't complain about the view tonight here in Walker Stadium. Ride with the 0-2, and that one low, blocked by Morrow. 2-2, and that one popped high and foul.
Oh, Lacey, look out. Oh, my God. I hate this.
Torture. 2-2. 4 straight Ks for Scott Wright. 1 down here for the Bend Elks.
Let's have a hit for Ron the K-Man out there. Working hard. Now batting is joined
A solid performance so far from the local product from right here in the Rose City. Played his high school ball over at Sunset High School for the Apollos. And Scott Wright offers one of those feel-good stories about high school players who had to overcome a lot of adversity due to injuries and have really turned it around. No question about that. Right now at Butler, a big swing and a miss right there from Peter Mandazona. Back in high school, Wright suffered a partially torn ligament a couple months into his junior year that really prevented him from pitching his final 2 years of high school ball over at Sunset. Obviously, the recruiting cooled off because of that since he really couldn't pitch. Look out as the bat went flying into the netting. Once again, thank goodness for that netting here at Walker Stadium.
First base dugout, Pine Tar, if you want some.
Might need some pine tar on that bat. But going back to Scott Wright, as I mentioned, couldn't really pitch his final 2 years at Sunset. Eventually landed at Butler and had to try out. Then was allowed to practice with the team and was put in high-pressure situations during their Fall World Series and performed extremely well. And has really taken advantage of his time out in Indiana. This past college season finished with a 2.38 ERA with 11 strikeouts and 11 1/3 innings pitched. The 1-2. Mendozona. Pickles faithful were hoping for a strike 3 from Mike Carr. Two with 1 down. That one ripped deep in the left. That's a fair ball as it landed just inside the line as Mendozona is in there with a stand-up double.
Got a piece of strike 4 on that one.
And now back to the top of the Bend order with Gavin Rourke, who is 0 for 1 so far. A ground out on a comebacker back to Scott Wright. First pitch fouled off from Rourke. Oh, 1, 0-2 as he swings and misses at an inside off speed. one into right, and that's going to fall in front of Gabe Scoro. Mendozona is going to get held up at third, and the Elks with runners on the corners with one down. And we'll get a mound visit here as Brian Grant is going to come out and talk to Scott Wright. And if you're the Bend Elks, this is the part of the order that you want up right now. 2 on, 1 down. You got Julian Kadamo, who right now is 4th in the West Coast League in batting average coming up to the plate. And on deck, it's Chase Matheny, who's riding a 6-game hit streak coming into this second game of a 3-game series. Also one of the best hitters statistically in the West Coast League as well. Kadamo already with a big rip in this one with a double. Runners on the corners. 1 down, first pitch from Scott Wright, misses outside. Kadamo 1 for 1 so far in this one. Sky will throw over to first. The 1-0, 18 RBIs for Kadamo. He's trying to make it 21, trying to leave the yard with that big swing. Runner on the move as Morrow fakes the throw down to second. And Gavin Rourke is into second. Lupe always popular here at Walker Stadium. 2 in scoring position. Just outside, says Mike Carr. Lupe always a good doggy. 3-1, 2 Elks in scoring position, and a 5-pitch walk. And the base is loaded for Chase Matheny. So Dylan Holiday in the bottom of the second was able to get out of a bases loaded jam going up against the Portland Pickles. We'll see if Scott Wright can do the same here with 1 down and the bases juiced. Chase Matheny 0 for 1 so far with a pop out. First offering to Matheny. Pops it up, and that will be foul. Matheny. That one through the hole. One run is in. Here comes another. And the Bend Elks will get 2 on the board. So Matheny will get the 2 RBI single there, and the Bend Elks on the board first. So Julian Kodama was thrown out at third base. Mendozona, as well as Gavin Rourke, came home to score for Bend. Here's Carter Montez. Colin Montez grounded out into a ground out to third, or grounded to first, I should say. Montez fouled off. And it looked like it hit Mike Carr off the padding.
We'll be back with you here in a little bit. How about a hand for your home plate umpire, huh? Here, give him a hand.
Looks like Mike Carr's good. That one upstairs, 1 and 2.
Two strikes, let's make some noise, Walker Stadium!
One and 2 with 2 down. Scott right home. Two and 2.
Keep it going, Walker Stadium. Here we go. I gotta have more cowbell.
Two, 2 down. Just outside. Here's the payoff. And stays alive.
All right, let's get that energy up. Come on, let's go!
3-2 again. Strike 3. That one is foul tipped into the glove of Jake Morrow. But the Elks break the scoreless tie, 2-0, heading into the bottom of the third here at Walker Stadium.
I want to give a few shout-outs to the crew joining us today. We have the Ground Neighborhood and Line Coffee Roasters out in the hot corner den. Young's Bay Remodeling Company in the third base dugout den in the VIP area. We have New Heights Physical Therapy.
Do you you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
One more hand for all our participants tonight. Keeping it weird.
Back to action. Before that, a discussion here. Not exactly sure what the discussion is. Here's Cam Clayton leading it off here in the bottom of the third. That one inside for a ball. One and two now to Clayton. Clayton so far 0 for 1 tonight with a fly out into right. That one popped up into center. Rourke runs in and makes the squeeze for the first out. One down for Gabe Ariano. Ground out to second for Ariano in his first plate appearance back in the first. Only one hit so far for the Portland Pickles. Short, across the diamond, in time for the second out. As Garcia kept it on the bag, and Mendozona with the throw over. 2 down.
Here's your left fielder, number 30.
Here's Matt Chu, who's also 0 for 1 so far tonight. Ground out over to first. Santa Clara is Matt Jew. Program he plays at, and that one up and tight. The 2-0 to Jew. That one popped up opposite way, and that one is foul into the berm. That one again foul to the right side. Two from Holiday. Jew lifts this one, but this one foul this time to the left side. Twos again to Jew. Goes down Hacken. 3 up, 3 down once again for the Pickles. On to the fourth, 2-zip Elks.
Popular demand goes up to Jack over at the first net.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Of course, this game 2 part of a 9-game West Coast League homestand for the Pickles. Tonight it is Keep Portland Weird night here at the ballpark. Because of course, it's Portland, Oregon. Of course you have to have one night that's dedicated to keeping Portland weird. And we've definitely had our share of weird sights so far. We had a unicorn on the field before the game. And I think I was on social media before, and the Pickles social media tweeted out a picture. I think it was like a duck in a baby carriage or something like that as the first pitch is popped out to right. And Scoro makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 out. As Aiden Welch flies out. I'll bring up the designated hitter, Greg Fuchs. 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking. And with it being Keep Portland Weird Night, I'm surprised no one's played at least once the Portlandia theme over the public address system. I'm surprised we haven't heard that yet. Fuchs swings and misses, 0-1. Up the middle, base hit for the Oregon State Beaver. Daniel Garcia comes up to bat, also 0 for 1 with a strikeout.
Now batting number 14, Daniel Garcia.
Garcia currently playing his college ball at Grand Canyon. Garcia pops the first pitch foul. Not a lot of plate appearances for Daniel Garcia during the 2021 college season, only 4 of them, and walked twice. Over to short. Out at second as the Pickles turn the double play. One of the top defensive squads in the West Coast League. Showing why right there. Bottom 4 we go.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
A 40-year-old birthday shout-out from Howard Cosell to Tabby. You are our friend. We love you.
Once again,
We want you to have the best
the Red Skies making an appearance here at Walker Stadium. Another picturesque night. 2-0 Bend lead. Bottom of the 4th we go. As Ryan Gardino, Leo Mosby, and Gabe Scoro are due up for the Pickles. As Ryan Gardino is responsible so far for the only hit tonight for the Pickles up to this point. An infield single back in the bottom half of the second.
Happy 11th birthday to Casey, Pickles superfan. He's gotten all the foul balls this summer. We love having you here. Pickle Nation loves you, Casey. Happy 11th birthday, buddy.
Make some noise for your designated hitter number 45, Ryan Gardino.
So here's Gardino. That one low for a ball. The South Division standings in the second half of the season, the Corvallis Knights, the first half division champs, still sit atop the standings, 11-2 in the second half. Meanwhile, it is a logjam for second place, featuring these Bend Elks, as well as the Cowlitz Black Bears and the Richfield Raptors. All 3 of those teams at 8-5. And then the Portland Pickles right now in last place in the South Division in the second half of the season at 6-7. The 1-1. Pickles, of course, dropping 2 straight games. Losing the final game of their series against Port Angeles and then dropping game 1 last night. And Gardino out to a strong start. 2 for 2.
Here is your third baseman, number 16, Leo
Mosby 0 for 1 tonight.
That's music in the game right there. I don't know what that song is, but I love it.
A fly out to center field. That one burns the outer half from Holiday. Mosby obviously having a tremendous summer here in the Rose City, hitting .374. The team leader in RBIs with 34. Also the team leader in dingers as well with 5. Hit and run, Gardino on the move to second, and he's in there. No, thrown out.
Wait, what?
And here comes.
He's got to tag him.
It's hard to see from our vantage point. It looked like Gardino maybe got behind the tag, but obviously now we're going to have a discussion. Mag's not happy with that call. So now 1 down.
All right, Walker Stadium, let's make some noise. I didn't know we were keeping it that weird, but let's try to stick with this charity case.
0-2 to Mosby. Fouled off. As Mosby goes down swinging. 3 Ks now for Dylan Holiday.
Here is your right fielder, number 12,
Scoro 0 for 1, and wow, check out the shirts on those two. First pitch, strike to Scoro. Ground out to third for Scoro, back in the second.
Like a beer brought to your seat. Squeezy Rider? I don't know what that means.
Scoro foul towards the Pickles dugout. And the beer backpack already making an appearance here in the 4th. Oh, 2 to Scoro. Right down the gut. Dylan Holiday continues to deal, has only allowed 2 hits through the first 4 innings. Top 5 here at Walker Stadium, 2-zip Bend.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym B FAST. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
No idea.
And you know PA announcer Joseph's last name. Party day. Now.
Obviously a meeting behind home plate here, trying to get a final word on what this meeting is about.
All right, whatever. The first two fans who can come up here and name this band. All right, to the winner. We got two. We got three now. What are your names? Daniel and Sarah, what's your name?
And it seems to be an issue with the public address announcers here at Walker Stadium. So now back to baseball. Here's Barrett Thompson, who will step into the box. First offering to Thompson. That one called a strike on the outer half. Thompson 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout. Scott Wright with the 0-1. 0-2. High chopper over to short. Guyette over to first. And Haney just able to stay on the bag. One down. Here's Peter Bendazona.
Have that number 4, Peter Bendazona.
Bendazona shows bunt and pops it up. Tough play for Jake Morrow. Not able to get to it. Bendazona with a double in this one. In his first at bat back in the third. Oh, 1. One and 2. Bendazona, local product in Monmouth, Oregon, currently playing his college ball out in Reno for the Nevada Wolfpack. 25 starts at shortstop for them this past season. Goes chasing it one way outside. Morrow. Throw over to Haney, 2 down.
Lindsay from Portland Public Schools. Lindsay, head to the Pickles dugout, please. Lindsay, Portland Public Schools. It's time for Digimon. Now batting number 3, Gavin Rourke.
Back to the top of the belt. Bend Elks order. Here's Gavin Rourke. Had a double into right in his last at bat back in the third. Overall 1 for 2 with also a ground out. First pitch skied into center. Ariano lost it in the lights. Rourke on his horse around second. Here's the throw over to third, not in time as Rourke is in there with a triple. And we've seen that a couple times here at Walker Stadium. Outfielders losing the ball in the lights. Not a common occurrence, but it does happen. And here's Julian Kodama. And it looks like that might do it for Scott Wright tonight. So the Elks looking to extend their early lead 2-0. Looking to make it a 3-zip lead over Portland, trying to take the series tonight and win their 7th straight. Yep, Scott Wright's going to stay out there. Kodama with a double and a walk has reached base twice tonight. That one low, 2-0. Wright trying to get out of this situation with a runner on third with 2 down. That one catches the lower half. Two, 1, 2-2. Big hack and a miss. Twos from right as Kodama swings and misses. And Scott Wright once again gets out of trouble. 2-0 Bend. Pickles still looking for some offense as we head to the bottom half of the 5th.
gives plasma. Gives plasma over there. You know, it's a neighborhood thing. All right, come back this way a little bit. Not that close, not that close. All right, right here. You're going to spin 10 times. Right here, right here. No, this way. Lindsay, back over here. Keep it cool. 10 times, spin, and then run and high-five Samantha, the best intern in the world. Taylor's going to film it. She's the second best. Count her down. 3, 2, 1, go! 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Go, Russell! Go! Oh, Lindsay's down. Russell made it! Oh, man, I don't know. She's not getting back up. Lindsay wins!
I think we're now at an 83-84% chance that somebody will fall on the ground during these competitions.
You guys having fun? That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! All right, we're going to need some runs. Give me a go, Pickles, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Nice.
Portland's still looking for offense here as they will have the bottom of the order due up here in the bottom of the 5th.
Back to baseball. Lead it off for your pick.
There's Sam Haney in his first at-bat walked. As Haney is behind on that first pitch. Oh, due from Holiday as Haney fouls it off. Again fouled off. Oh, 2. Haney continues to fight. Payoff to Haney. Called strike 3. Thought he got ball 4, but he'll take a seat. 3 straight strikeouts for Dylan Holiday. And that is now his 5th strikeout of the night. Here's Jake Morrow.
Number 25, Jake.
And now through 4 1/3 innings pitched, Dylan Holiday has given up only 2 hits, 2 walks, and now 5 Ks. Jake Morrow also walked in his first plate appearance. First pitch over to short. 2 down. Noah Guyette went down looking back in the second. That one on the outer half. Call the strike, 0-1. Holiday currently tossing at Dixie State. Finished with a 4.32 ERA this past college season. Finished with a 5-2 record. Oh and 2. That one misses low. One, two, breaking ball, Dylan Holiday. Once again, doing work out on the hill. Still no score for the Pickles. The Elks up by 2, heading to the 6th.
Love those pickles? So do we. Wickles Pickles is the official pickle of the Portland Pickles. Savor their B-E-F-A-S-T.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
Higher. 450. Lower. 410. Higher. 420. Hey!
A pitcher's duel here at Walker Stadium. 2-0 Bend.
So far.
As Scott Wright will remain on the bump here for the Pickles.
Get your ticket. Somebody's going to win a bunch of money.
As it's time for another look at scores around the West Coast League. Already 2 finals tonight. The Corvallis Knights taking down Bellingham 2-0. Another pitcher's duel in that series. The Ridgefield Raptors get a 5-1 win over Walla Walla. And the only other game still in progress in the bottom of the 7th, tied up at 2 between Cowlitz and Port Angeles. Chase Matheny will get things going here for the Elks. The 2 RBI single for him in his last at bat in the 3rd. And is responsible for the only 2 runs that have been scored in this game. And now with that hit, he's now on a 7-game hitting streak. First pitch from Wright. That one inside for a ball. Lined into left. Matt Chu comes in to make the squeeze. There's Colin Montez. 0 for 2 tonight. And Colin Montez coming off a tremendous 2021 campaign up in Pullman for Washington State. That one high for a ball. .316 average with 7 home runs, 36 RBIs, 17 multi-hit games, and 6 3-hit games over at Bailey Brayton Field. Putting in work for Brian Green's squad. Two 2-0 to Montez. has been a constant presence, not just his senior season, but throughout his entire tenure up in Pullman. 2-0. Fouled straight back, 2-2. Two with one down. Montez popped up opposite way. Jew running over to the fencing, but that's going to be foul into the berm.
Sorry, I couldn't tell. Glad it went out and glad you're all okay. I hope. This is weirder than Kevin's back. Things have really taken a turn. I should have been drinking. I'm on ayahuasca right now.
Payoff to Montez. Maybe deja vu. Once again, foul into the berm. And the chase is on for the foul ball.
Walker Stadium, the official attendance tonight. Yeah, let me hear it. 3,007. Yeah. Give yourselves a hand.
And Montez goes down swinging. And I'll bring up Aiden Welch.
Now batting number 12, Aiden Welch.
So again, a pitcher's duel in this one. We talked about Dylan Holiday in the top half of the inning, a solid outing so far, allowing only 2 hits so far. Hasn't allowed an earned yet. Scott Wright, despite giving up 2 so far in his start tonight, 5 2/3 innings, 8 strikeouts, and 1 walk. And those 2 runs coming off of just 1 swing of the bat from Chase Matheny. 0-1. This one crushed deep into left, and that's going to soar into the trees and into the night sky. A solo home run for Aiden Welch. Second straight night with a dinger for the right-hander, and it's now a 3-0 Port Bend lead, I should say. And it looks like that's going to do it for Scott Wright. And that will do it for Wright.
Yeah, give it up for Scott Wright, Walker.
As he gets a round of applause from the Pickles faithful. 3-0 Elks. New pitcher coming in for the Pickles on the other side.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
See, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
Jen Rivas. First time at Walker Stadium. She's just a friend of my wife. Let's hear for Jen Rivas for being here. Welcome to Walker Stadium, Jen. Came on over the text line. Yeah, give her a little gobble.
So the Pickles will go to the southpaw. Here in the top of the sixth, Tommy Snyder will take over out of the bullpen.
Say hi to the party, Nick, Jen, if you get a minute.
3-0 Bend Elks lead off the solo blast from Aiden Welch. So I'll bring up Greg Fuchs. Snyder comes in with a 3.85 ERA, 11 strikeouts in 12 and 1/3 innings, or 11 and 2/3 innings pitched, I should say. Making his 13th appearance of the summer. Lefty on lefty matchup here. In there for a strike. Fuchs, this past college season, is that one off the fists. And a beautiful leaping grab over at second by Cam Clayton. And you can see exactly why Lindsey Meggs is excited to get this guy up to UW in 2022. He talks so much about his defensive ability on display once again right there, as that will end the top half of the sixth. The Pickles, they need some runs, trailing 3-0 as Cam Clayton showing off the range.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. Beard muscles, down boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
Only 2 total hits tonight for the Portland Pickles, and both of them have come off the bat of Ryan Gardino. Outside of that, not much offense for Portland tonight. Down 3-0 here in the bottom of the sixth. Man, the budget must be really tight here at the Pickles broadcast department. Top of the order.
Number 46.
Here's Cam Clayton, who ended the top half of the sixth with that great grab. 0 for 2 tonight is Clayton. A fly out into right, and then a fly out into center tonight for Clayton. That one fouled off, 1-1. And that may be the first time it actually hit a car and a car alarm is going off.
That's a real car alarm, folks. That is not actually a sound effect this time. I don't have an alarm.
I'm also trying to figure out if the shattered glass, if that was over the PA system or if that was actually a broken windshield. Two to Clayton. Barely got a piece of that one to stay alive.
Shout out Jake the Bat Boy, ball boy, look at him hustling.
2-2, Clayton. That one fouled off.
Hands up.
Off the top of the dugout.
Let's go Pickles! Let's go Pickles!
Clayton skied one, foul, this time to the left side. Two, Clayton on the ground, foul. Good battle here between Clayton and Holiday. Two on repeat, Clayton again foul.
Oh, look at him scatter. Try to catch it, you guys. Red rope. Let's go, Cam. Straighten it out, buddy.
Pitch number 10 here. Let's do 11. Off speed. Called strike 3 on the outer half.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I've ever heard.
Seventh K now for Holiday.
Center fielder number 4. Make some noise for Gabe Ariano.
Gabe Ariano also over 2 tonight with a pair of groundouts.
Let's go Pickles! Let's go Pickles! Let's go Pickles!
Ariano chops it over to third. Kadama runs in, off balance throw, scooped up. But they're going to say Garcia was off the bag.
Nice job, buddy.
As Kadama's going to get hit with the error.
Keep that energy going for your left fielder. Number 30. Matt Jew.
Here's Matt Jew. A ground out and a strikeout for Jew. First pitch strike on the outside. A A slow start for Jew tonight after a strong performance at the dish last night. Had a solo home run along with 2 singles. Overall went 3 for 4. But not much going tonight here in game 2. That one a long strike, 0-2. And really the top of the Pickles order.
Let's go, Pickles!
I've had a rough night so far. Cam Clayton, Gabriel Ariano, and Matt Jew. All 3 of them have yet to record a hit tonight. The 1-2. Tried to catch the outer half. Still 2-2.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
2-2 and Jew goes swinging for the second out. So here comes the Pickles hitter responsible for the only 2 hits tonight. Brian Gardino, 2 for 2 with 2 singles.
Now batting number 45, Ryan Gardino.
Throw over to first by Holiday. Gardino pops straight up. Somebody's got to take charge, and it's Garcia running in all the way from first base to make the grab. Still no score for the Pickles. 3-0 Bend lead heading into the 7th.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Centers has been producing gourmet sauces in Portland since
Bottom of the order due up here for the Elks in the top half of the 7th.
Such as Market of Choice, Basics Markets, Safeway Albertson, Select Red Myers, QFCs, and many restaurants around town. Find out more at Centers.com.
It'll be Daniel Garcia, Barrett Thompson,
50-50.
and Peter Mendozona due up here for Bend.
Open those tickets. Buy a ticket, win a prize.
Here's Daniel Garcia 0 for 2 with a strikeout and ground into a 6-4-3 double play. Tommy Snyder, the first delivery, and the first pitch ripped, but foul off the netting. Of course, only 4 home games left here at Walker Stadium in the regular season. Game 3 of this series tomorrow night, 7:05 first pitch, Soccer City USA night. As the Pickles will be debuting exclusive Portland Pickles PDX soccer kits for the matchup. As fans are asked to come and celebrate Soccer City USA, and obviously our love for the Timbers as well as the Thorns. And then on Tuesday for Game 1 against the Bellingham Bells, of course, like every Tuesday, it's Tattoo Tuesday here at the ballpark. 1 and 2 to Garcia. Wednesday, as always, Woof Wednesday, and it will also be Mexican baseball night here at the ballpark. And then on Thursday for the home season finale, the regular season finale at home, 1-2. On Thursday, it'll be Fan Appreciation Night here at Walker Stadium.
2 strikes, let's make some noise, Walker Stadium.
But of course, Pickles fans are hoping that after the regular season, there will be at least one more game here at Lentz Park if the Pickles can make the playoffs as Garcia goes down hacking.
No Pickles that time, but still.
As Barrett Thompson will step to the plate, 0 for 2 as well with a strikeout and a groundout. Again, the Pickles trying to secure that final playoff spot in the South Division, and we'll get a mound visit here. And that's going to do it for Tommy Snyder tonight. Another new pitcher coming in for the Pickles here in the top of the 7th as Bend leads it 3-0 here at Walker Stadium.
Where'd you get that shirt? Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym B FAST. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
Evan Tomlinson, the new arm, out on the hill for the Pickles. He'll take over here in the 7th. 6.35 ERA for the righty. 5 strikeouts this summer and 5 2/3 innings of work, making his 6th appearance of the summer. As he will face Barrett Thompson here in the top of the 7th, who's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a groundout.
Now pitching for the Picks, number 24, Evan Tomlinson. Tabitha, hang your friends to the party deck immediately. Right now, Tabitha.
And again, the Pickles, we were talking about it before. Here's Bennett Thompson. First pitch to Bennett Thompson as that catches the inner half. And that one hit him. And Thompson is on.
For Kazoo.
Here's Peter Mendozona. A double tonight and a strikeout. Going outside for a ball. The 1-0. That one catches the outer half. Mendozona fouls it off, and I'll tell you what, that right field berm has had a lot of foul balls tonight, a lot of souvenirs. Mendozona fouled off. Looks like it went off Mike Carr, and
Look at this, the parade. Andy,
he's okay.
We got a mom here. Lacey's here. This guy, I don't know this guy. Ooh, that was weird.
Not the first time he's taken a foul ball tonight.
He grabbed my hand with a wet hand. Something like that. Let's hear it for Tabitha.
Mike Carr, obviously tough as nails.
Should we sing? I think we have time. Should we sing? Happy birthday to you. We better be quick. Birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tabitha. Happy birthday to you.
One on, one out. Mendozona goes chasing at the high cheese. Two down for Gavin Rourke. And he's had a solid night in the box. And are we going to get another pitching change here? Looks like we are. And just like that, another new pitcher out of the bullpen for the Pickles. 3-0 Bend.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Just like that, another pitching change for the Pickles. Chris Batosh will come in as Portland will now go to the southpaws. Batosh comes in, 12 innings of work, 4.50 ERA with 12 Ks on the season. His 13th appearance this season.
Oh, if I had to guess which section is cheering the loudest. Oh, wow. 206. 206 is sounding good. I was going to say 201, actually. I was going to say 201. 201 is
As the Pickles trying to hold off this Bend offense from getting any more run support here. Trailing 3-0 here in the top of the 7th. And offensively, it's been a rough go at it for the Pickles.
You know what? It's a tie. You all win.
Have only scored 4 total runs in the last 2 games. And Chris Batosh will come on here to try to again keep the Elks at bay and make sure they only get 3 runs in this one. And the Pickles trying to claw their way back into this one after the 7th inning stretch. Back to the top of the order, Gavin Rourke, a solid night. A triple, a single, and a ground out for him tonight, 2 for 3.
Intern Nathan signing people up for the season ticket wait list. Poorly made sandwich board sign.
And that one gets through the wickets of Jake Morrow. And Thompson will move up to second. One. That one blooped down the left side, foul.
Look at all those people ready to launch those balls. I'm so excited for this tonight.
To get ready, just launch them. Don't wait. Yeah. When we tell you, launch them.
Yeah, advice is just chuck them.
That one gets away again, and Thompson moves up another 90 feet.
Let's have a hand for home plate up. It's like a 40. That's assault, brother.
Called strike 3 on the outer half. Bend got a runner in scoring position. Stretch time here at Walker Stadium as the Pickles keep it a 3-0 game.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break of vodka.
Bro, launch those balls. Do it right now. There's no reason to wait. You've got 5 seconds to throw all of them. 3, 2, 1. Look at all those people holding on to it. What are you doing?
Why have you been waiting?
They don't count. All those are, no, those are, I am the commissioner of the Launch of All League, and those do not count.
All right, that's it. All right, Walker Stadium.
Listen, if you want something,
You're all sitting over there in that section when it's the 7th inning stretch. Get up.
Let's get up.
Take me out to the ball game, and we're going to do it Walker Stadium fashion a cappella. Are you ready? On the count of 3, we'll start. 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball games. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, for it's root, root, root for the Pickles. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game.
Walker Stadium, we love you.
We don't need backup music. You're beautiful.
You know what? Make some noise, Walker Stadium. We got to get behind these boys. Make some noise for your boys.
We're going to kick it off with guest announcer Ella.
We love Ella.
Go crazy!
The Mosby Maniacs. is
Well,
what
before Leo Mosby steps into the box,
we wouldn't be keeping it
little
weird if the Mosby Maniacs were here.
maintenance over at first base. Good old scraping.
All right, we got a delay with first base.
The good old scraping of the dirt around
What's that about?
first base, trying to get the bag
We're gonna have to start away over at 201.
secured over there.
It needs to be a concert, though. Can you guys handle it? They look uninterested. All right, DJ VA is gonna come over and help you.
So again, not a lot of offense from the Pickles tonight.
Keep going.
Only 2 total hits, and both of them coming off the bat of Ryan Gardino. And for the guys preparing to get into the box with Leo Mosby, coming into tonight's second in the West Coast League in batting average at .374. It's been a quiet night, a flyout and a strikeout for Leo Mosby. By the way, great crowd on hand tonight here at Walker Stadium. Definitely one of the bigger crowds that I've seen this season.
Yeah, bring it back this way.
So again, looking at the upcoming schedule for the Pickles, they'll conclude this series tomorrow night. Another 7:05 first pitch. Then the final home series of the regular season when they welcome in the Bellingham Bells starting on Tuesday night. And then the Pickles will close out the regular season with 2 series on the road. They will go down to Bend on Friday. And then they'll conclude the regular season up in Port Angeles.
Are you waving or what? Did BA blew it? You ruined it?
No, BA was the reason the Waves succeeded. Look, they want to do
obviously, after that final series against Port Angeles, starts the West Coast League playoffs. And we will see if the Pickles will secure that wild card spot. Or they could take the second half division title, but obviously that requires a ton of wins in the final 2 weeks of the regular season.
Almost took like 20 minutes of Leo Mosby's weird walk-up song. This is my favorite part. Love Tonight. Is that the name of this? A whole rave.
Most likely the only way the Pickles will get into the playoffs is if they get that wild card spot, as the Corvallis Knights are continuing to tear it up in the South Division.
Is there a second verse to that song? Look at the Pickles.
But right now the Pickles and the Richfield Raptors both with a .568 winning percentage.
Where did you find this song, Leo Mosby? I love it. What happened?
Pickles dugout getting hyped to Leo Mosby's walk-up music.
50-50 raffle ticket if you bought.
Anything to pass the time.
Here's the number.
So it looks like they finally got first base secured.
7901.
What color's the ticket, Joe?
And we should finally be ready for baseball.
Give them all the money.
Mosby made the X, won it at the plate.
Finally ready to roll. Mosby 0 for 2 with a flyout and a strikeout. Looking to get things going here in the bottom of the 7th. Swings and misses. That one maybe like a 70% hack. Oh, and 2. Oh, 2 Mosby. That one just misses high. One, 2. Mosby through the hole into right. And Mosby with his first hit of the night. And that's the first hit tonight for the Pickles. That doesn't involve Ryan Gardino. And that's going to do it for Dylan Holiday. As Holiday will come out after a solid performance on the mound. New pitcher for the Bend Elks coming in on the other side.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Hayden Hottenbach coming in out of the bullpen for the Bend Elks. As they'll turn things over to the southpaw. Leo Mosby with a leadoff single, as Pickles are still looking for their first run of the night. Only his third appearance on the season, 3 total innings pitched with a 3.00 ERA with 5 Ks in his few appearances. And we were talking about it before we headed to break. Dylan Holiday, a solid night out on the hill. 6 innings pitched, 8 strikeouts, no earned runs allowed, and just 3 hits given up. As Gabe Scoro will be the first Pickle take on the left-hander.
The number you should be focused on. Now batting with the Pickles, number 12, Gabe Scoro.
A ground out and a backwards K for Scoro. And before the first pitch, a meeting between Bennett Thompson on the outside for a strike. Oh, 1 from Hattenbach. The Scoro rips it foul. Oh, 2 from Hattenbach, off speed, misses up high. Scoro! This one hammered deep in the left. Goodbye into the Pickles bullpen. Mr. Pickle himself continuing to do what he has done over the last 4 seasons in a Pickles uniform. Come through with big ABs, and the Pickles with their first runs of the night on the 2-run bomb from Gabe Scoro. A 3-2 ball game. That's an at-bat the Pickles desperately needed. Here's Jacob Jablonski, who will take his first hacks of the night. First pitch to Jablonski, that one low for a ball. One 0. That one called a strike, 1-1.
I don't actually need a microphone, but give me one again. Sorry.
2-1. Two to Jablonski. Called strike 3 from Mike Carr. Here's Jake Morrow with a walk and a ground out. The 2-0. As he takes a strike, 2-1.
Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles! Let's go, Pickles!
2-1. Two, 1 down. Down the line, backhanded stop by Kadama across the diamond in time. Two down for Connor Hendricks. As Kent Hendricks will make his first appearance at the plate tonight.
Connor Hendricks.
Inside, 2-0. Hendricks hitting .250 this season. 11 hits, 6 RBIs. And he gets hit. And a mound visit now. As Hayden Hattenbach is trying to get out of this situation. Gave up that 2-run bomb from Gabe Scoro.
Welcome to the Walker Stadium Boomer from St. Paul, Minnesota. What a guy. Yeah.
Clayton 0 for 3 tonight, 2 flyouts and a strikeout looking. Hendricks on first with 2 down. That one low for a ball. Way inside. to Clayton. Three and two.
All right, stick with it. Let's go, Pickles.
As Clayton swings and misses. Hattenbach showing emotion. He was amped after that strikeout, but the Pickles have made it a one-run game heading into the 8th here at Walker Stadium.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
Iceland and Portland both love vodka and flexing their weird muscles. I said weird muscles, not beard muscles. Down, boys. There we go. Good beard.
Break a vodka.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
A 3-2 ball game. Heading into the 8th. As Gabe Scoro goes deep. A big fly there from the Portland Pilot. Couple defensive changes here for the Pickles. Ivan Luna is now at first base. Justin DeCrisio at second, and Cam Clayton moves over to short. Julian Kodama steps in. A double, a walk, and a strikeout so far tonight. One. That one popped foul. And now 2-2. Again, we're tight on cash apparently. Looped and to left, and that will drop over the head of Leo Mosby. Kodama now with a double and a single tonight. Here's Chase Matheny. A 2 RBI single, a flyout, and a pop out so far tonight. Kodama will move up 90 feet as that one got past Morrow. Lined over to short. Clayton makes the snag. One down. Here's Colin Montez. Baytosh with a spin and look back to second. Now Kodama will move up to third. Another one that gets by Morrow. Swing and a miss, 2-2. 0 for 3 tonight with 2 strikeouts. Chopper up the middle, base hit. RBI single for Colin Montez. And the Bend Elks now with a 4-2 lead. No better time to get your first hit than right there late in the ball game to give your team an even bigger lead. Aiden Welch with a solo home run in the 6th. Off the fist, foul. Fouled off again. The 0-2. Inside, the Pickles fans not happy with that ball. Baytosh gets the K. Two down for Greg Fuchs.
Now batting number 2, Greg.
"20 starts for Oregon State in 2021. Hit .231 with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs. And Fuchs really stepped it up after hitting just .167 during his freshman campaign down in Corvallis back in 2019. A single tonight, as well as a strikeout and a pop out, throw down to second, not in time. Blows it by him, 1-2. This is down low. Twos from Baytosh. There's the strikeout. Two-run game, 4-2. Bottom 8 we go.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym, be fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
Here's Gabe Smith, the new pitcher in for the Bend Elks, making his 4th appearance. A 4.90 ERA on the season. 3 2/3 innings pitched so far this summer.
We need you for this comeback, Walker Stadium. Leading up, number 23, Carter Monda.
Here's Carter Monda, who will step in for the first time tonight. That one way outside, 1-0. A 200 average for Monda so far as he gets hit. And in his few short games in a Pickles uniform, he continues to get hit. That is now the third time as he's been hit by a pitch, and now the 5 games he's played. Matt Jew will step in, 0 for 3 tonight. A 4-2 Bend lead. Jew fouls off the 1-0. Two and one. Jew representing the tying run. A cut and a miss there.
Go, Picks, go.
Jew up the middle. Diving stop there, but not in time as that throw gets away as well. Great play there from Aiden Welch to keep that one from going into the outfield, but the throw to second offline. But Carter Monda was going to beat that one out anyway. So an infield single for Matt Jew.
Keep the noise going for your designated hitter, number 45, Ryan Bernardino.
And in this situation, this is probably the guy that you want up for Portland. And really, this is where you want to be in the order if you're Portland. Gardino tonight. 2 singles and a pop out. Gardino shows bunt, but pulls it back. Trying to lay it down to move Monda and Jew over to get 2 Pickles into scoring position. Jew representing the tying run. Gardino squares, lays it down but foul. Gardino this time swinging away. He was thinking for the fences there. One and two. Go ahead run at the dish right here for Portland. Way outside. Two. Inside. The payoff. Gardino just got a piece of it. The payoff on repeat. Gardino hits one high. It's a deep three-run bomb by Ryan Gardino. And the Pickles with their first lead of the night. Gardino with another long ball. His fourth dinger of the season is a big one. And this stadium and the Pickles dugout just exploded. And with how strong of a performance Ryan Gardino has been this entire week, you got to believe he's in contention for a West Coast League Player of the Week honor. A 5-4 Portland lead. Here's Leo Mosby. To Mosby. That one called a strike on the upper half. Mosby stays alive as he fouls off the 2-2. Mosby, high chopper over to third. Over to first. That one in time for the second out.
He's already had a dinner tonight. You're right fielder.
I take that back. Only the first out.
Wow, keep the energy high for Gabe.
One down for Gabe Scoro. And Scoro also went deep in this one as well. A 2-run homer last inning in the 7th. One. Scoro opposite way, base hit into right field. Ivan Luna taking his first hacks of the night.
Guess what? We're going to do it again.
And we'll get
B-E-F-A-S-T. Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/BeFast.
Where'd you get that shirt?
Dude, I got it from the Portland Pickles.
Portland Pickles? Where can I get that?
I got mine online. Some people also get it at the merch stand at the games.
What kind of stuff do they sell there?
Dude, they got shirts, hats, hoodies, jerseys, socks, stickers.
That's sick. I'm gonna have to pick some up.
Hey, you definitely should.
Catch every new Portland Pickles and Wild Wild West League merch drop at pickleshop.com.
At Adventist Health Portland, we're partnering with OHSU to give our patients access to more specialists and more advanced care in more places than ever. Together, we can do so much more.
Ryan Gardino leaves the yard on a 3-run jack to give the Pickles their first lead of the night, 5-4 here in the bottom of the 8th. Trying to even the series and send it to a rubber match tomorrow night against the Bend Elks. Here's Ivan Luna taking his first hacks. Luna, first pitch, skied into shallow center field. That one is caught for the second out.
Give it up for number 3, Evan.
And now Evan Leibel will pinch hit here. First pitch misses inside. Leibel hitting .260. That one through the hole into right field. And Scoro's going to get held up at second.
Keep it going for number 11, Justin
And another new pitcher for the Pickles, Justin DeCrisio. Two Pickles on. Outside. Hitting .300 in 20 at-bats with 6 hits and 2 RBIs.
Justin!
2-0. And that one gets away as both Scoro and Leibel will move up 90 feet.
Right through the wickets.
As the Pickles have now scored all 5 runs in the last 2 innings, and they look to continue to add on. And a 4-pitch walk. Bases loaded for Cam Clayton.
He's a Husky, your second baseman, number 46, Cam Clayton.
And Cam Clayton with a chance to redeem himself right here. 0 for 4 tonight, 2 flyouts, 2 strikeouts. Could use a big rip here. That one high and tight for a ball, 1-0. That one gets away. Here comes Scoro. Play at the plate, not in time. Gabe Scoro comes home to score, and the Pickles add on to their lead, 6-4. We'll get a conference on the mound. So no Evan Leibel stands at third base. Justin DeCrisio at second. The 2-0. And there's a strike, 2-1. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Twos to Clayton. Fouled off as he stays alive. On his horse, was just thundering down the line, and now it's a 7-4 Portland lead. Take it from me, Lupe's happy. Here comes acting head coach tonight, Joey Wong, to talk to his catcher. 5 runs here in the bottom of the 8th for Portland. A 7-4 Portland lead. Payoff to Clayton. And continues to fight.
Cam Clayton with the longest debut in history. Let's go, buddy.
The payoff on repeat. Clayton. Another foul ball.
Let's go, Pickles. Let's go, Pickles. Let's go.
7-4 Pickles lead. Full count, 2 down to Cam Clayton. Outside, ball 4. And now the Pickles have batted around the order here in the 8th. As Carter Monda started this bottom of the 8th, getting on base after getting hit. Monda, slow roller over to second. In time for out number 3. 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th. Big part to Ryan Gardino's 3-run jack. Pickles looking to tie the series. Top 9 on the other side.
Do you know the signs of stroke? Remember the acronym Be Fast. B is for balance if you can't stand. E is for eyes if things are blurry. And F is for face if you got a little sag. And A is for arm if it starts to drag. S is for speech if you slur what you say. Call 911 and call right away. T is for time and the time is now. Be fast. B-E-F-A-S-T. Sing along at ohsu.edu/befast.
What makes Wickles Pickles so sinfully satisfying? We source only the finest ingredients, including a custom blend of spices that's been a family secret for over 90 years. So when you're ready to get wicked, pick up a jar of defiantly wholesome Wickles. Wickedly delicious.
Josh Mahler is in to try to close it out for the Pickles here in the top of the ninth with a 7-4 lead. 5 runs in the bottom of the 8th as the Pickles have scored all 7 of their runs in the last 2 innings. As Mahleris will take the ball here, the only Pickles pitcher who has not given up an earned run this season. They'll turn to him here in the top of the ninth. 33 strikeouts for Mahleris in 19 2/3 innings, making his 15th appearance. And he will face the bottom of the Bend Elks order. As Daniel Garcia will lead it off, as Bend will need a big top half of the 9th here to try to take the series. The Pickles trying to hang on and force a rubber match tomorrow night. First offering for Mahleris. On the outside for a strike, 0-1. Fouls it off, 0-2. Two from Mahleris. Blown outside from Evan Leibel, who takes over behind the dish. And Carter Monda also in center field now for the Pickles. One, two. Got him swinging. Here comes Bennett Thompson.
Now batting for the Bend Elks, number 30, Ronnie Runner.
A strikeout, a ground out, and a hit by pitch tonight for Thompson. Popped up, foul ground. And that will be foul into the seats. Check swing. Checking down at first. Didn't go around, according to Tony Prater. Three-two from Mahleris. That one ripped into left. A screamer And that's going to be off the wall. Matt Jew corrals it into second. And he's safe as Thompson got under the tag. And again, we've seen it this entire season. If you get a good rip, a good line drive to that left field wall or that right field wall, it could soar out of here. But Thompson's in there with a double. And Sam Linscott is going to hit here. First plate appearance for Sam Linscott tonight. Also ranks up there as one of the best hitters in the West Coast League. And last check, he was in the top 15 in the league in batting average. Comes into this one hitting .311. Big swing there. 1-1. Owen up high. 2-1. Two and two from Molleris.
Two strikes, let's make some noise, Walker Stadium.
2-2. Fouled off. Two. Good scoop there from Leibel. Throw down to second. As Thompson was able to get back there. Payoff with one down for Molleris. And again, foul.
Let's have a hand for all the people that are still here. One of the most maniacs won $1 billion in the 50-50 round.
3-2 again. Running over is DeCrisio, who makes the grab for out number 2. And the Elks down to their final out. Gavin Rourke with a triple and a single tonight. Trying to keep this ball game going for the Elks. Called a strike on the upper half. Oh, 1 from Olleris. And that one outside.
Here we go.
2-1. Again, this is above the letters. And Rourke is on with a walk. So now Bend with the tying run coming up to the dish in Julian Kodama. Kodama with a double, a single, to go along with a walk and a strikeout tonight. A heater in there from Olleris. As Kodama didn't like that call. As the Elks are down to their final strike, and the Pickles are 1 strike away, 1 out away from snapping the Elks' 6-game winning streak and snapping their own 2-game skid. The 0-2 from Olleris fouls it off. Again. Swing and a miss as Molleris gets his first save of the season, and the Pickles complete the comeback. 7 runs in the 7th and 8th innings as the Pickles snap their 2-game skid and will force the rubber match tomorrow night against the Bend Elks. 7-4 the final here from Walker Stadium. What a thriller here at Lentz Park. Join us back here tomorrow night again, 7:05 between the Pickles and the Bend Elks. Good night, everyone.